Hi guys, Football-ManagerYouthDevelopment.co.uk here. In this episode I'm going to show you how to make a tactic for Juventus. Obviously Juventus, a massive club. They're really strong Italian team. You just have to look at some of the names that are in the in their squad here. So you've got the likes of Paul Pogba, Tevez, Pirlo, Buffon, Llorente. They've got absolutely massive names. Chiellini's really good as well. So yeah, I'm really kind of excited about making a tactic here for Juventus. So what you'll probably notice at the beginning of Football Manager 2015, Pirlo's actually out injured 2 to 3 months, but just look how good the guy is. I'm just pretty much going to ignore the injury, and what I'm going to do is just create the tactic with him involved. He's obviously going to be a massive part of this tactic, even though he is like 35 years old now. But I am going to be kind of creating the tactic with him, as part of the team basically. So if you've not ever watched one of my tactics videos, the best thing to do on Football Manager is to always make sure that you're just creating a tactic that's really good for your team. And basically all I do, I just kind of sort it by ability, just to have a look at obviously you want to be putting your best players in the team. When you're looking at the players, just have a real quick scan of all their attributes, have a look at their best roles, things like that, and then you can start to basically just build your team up. So I can see already here that Pogba and Vidal are going to make up our kind of midfield partnership. That's like kind of pretty obvious from the start of this. And then obviously I'm going to, they've got Carlos Tevez up front as well. Really good player. He can be used as a false nine, but I think he can certainly, with his work rate and everything else, I think he'd be quite good as a complete forward. He does have really good first touch. Obviously, he's not the tallest Tevez, but his work rate's like absolutely ridiculous. Really determined. Good stamina and things like that. So yeah, he's absolutely brilliant, Tevez. So I think he probably could get away with playing as a lone man up top. The only thing that's kind of making me think otherwise is Llorente. Now 6'5", this guy is. Absolutely massive. Strength of 17. Good work rate as well. So I think for now, I am going to use Llorente and just kind of have like a big man, small man kind of thing up top. So that's probably kind of putting me down the route of going sort of almost 4-4-2. However, one thing to think about with Carlos Tevez, he can obviously play just off the striker. So I think I'm more than likely going to do that. So I'll just kind of start to put the kind of like wheels in motion, if you like, for where, how we're going to set this team up just as you're kind of setting your tactic up. So I am going to use Tevez probably as a shadow striker. I think he's, if you imagine him kind of like in that Wayne Rooney, it's really hard to say, Wayne Rooney role, just like kind of behind the sort of main target man, if you like. So usually for Man United, it's like Robin van Persie, who's normally kind of up top, and then you've got like Rooney kind of just floating behind, just sort of like helping him out kind of thing. Obviously in goal we're going to go for Buffon. He is obviously 36, but yeah, can't argue with them attributes, even though he is 36. Still really good for a goalkeeper. So yeah, just have a look at this tactic now. So looking at it, I think we're gonna have to either have kind of like wing backs like this, or like kind of really attacking kind of wing backs, just to give the kind of tactic a lot of shape, and then just have Pirlo sitting in this role, and then we can have like 3 at the back, and I think that would be quite a strong tactic, especially with Llorente up front, because we can whip the balls into him. We're going to be using Vidal as, I think he's best as a ball. Don't know why I can't click on him. Oh, there you go. So yeah, I can use him as like a ball winner midfielder. If you look at that work rate, bravery, aggression, strength, he's got absolutely everything. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be using him as a ball winner midfielder, just on the support duty. I think for Paul Pogba, so he's really got a bit of everything. Paul Pogba, really. Really good passing, good vision, things like that. Good strength as well. He's 6'3", so he's a bit of a unit. So I think what I'll do for Paul Pogba, I'll use him as an advanced playmaker, just on the support duty. And let's have a look and just see if we've got any kind of wing backs and we can use. So this guy might actually be pretty perfect. So yeah, really good pace, good work rate, good at tackling, good passing. He's not the best at crossing, but yeah, I think he'll certainly do a job for us. So yeah, he's got good anticipation, good concentration. Yeah, got everything, good stamina, strength, etc. So he's absolutely perfect. Hopefully we can find someone on the right. Let's have a look at this guy. Cool. So yeah, we have found someone to play on the right. They got quite an aging squad actually, Juventus. Looking at some of their players, they're certainly getting on a little bit. But yeah, with that you get obviously really, really good mental attributes. Yeah, look at these mental attributes; they're absolutely like insane. But yeah, this guy's got crossing 15. Yeah, good, really, really good pace. And yeah, he's suited as a wing back as well, which is really, really good for us. So that makes our job a lot easier. So yeah, we're really, yeah, they're really, really blessed in the midfield, aren't they, Juventus, with the amount of players they've got. I have to put Piello in that position there. Yeah, passing 20, vision 20, anticipation, absolutely everything. Yeah, completely world class. I have to put him in. So now let's just have a look at the defenders. So they've got someone here who's, yeah, so his best position is as a central defender. Got really, really high concentration, which is good. 6'1", good tackling, marking, heading, good strength, really, really, really good positioning as well. So he knows certainly how to get in the good kind of position. So I'm looking maybe for someone who's a bit of a leader at the back. So yeah, leadership of 11. Let's just see who else we got here. So this guy's, yeah, I could tell straight away he was like a bit of a more of a kind of ball playing midfielder. Just with his passing attribute, you know, he's got really, really good vision as well. So yeah, he's kind of more of a, yeah, kind of ball playing midfielder, but again, really, really tall, really, really strong. So yeah, this Juventus team is a really physical team, which is brilliant. I'm hope Chiellini, yeah, so he's got leadership of 15, Chiellini, which is absolutely perfect for what I want. Now what I'm going to be doing here, so he's a central defender, according to his best role, but I think what I might do is put Chiellini probably in the middle, and kind of like basically just use him as, you know, like a kind of leader at the back, if you like. Now, there's some really, really good players I've not even had a look at here. So this guy looks really, really good. So he can be also used in that wing back position that we've created. Obviously, Patrice Evra, he's always been kind of really, really good in that kind of wing back role, or like complete wing back. I thought his crossing ability might be a little bit higher, but yeah, certainly he's got the really, really good mental attributes. And yeah, certainly he will provide cover, you know, if we were to use this tactic. Piera, he's not as good as some of the other midfielders, but yeah, with Marquisio, they've definitely got kind of, you know, really adequate kind of cover, and yeah, this guy could play like any position basically. Yeah, so he can do that advanced playmaker role. He can put a tackle in, really, really good work rate. Yeah, he's got like absolutely everything really. With Vidal and Pogba, you have got the kind of more like the kind of brains and brawn, if you like. So yeah, Vidal is going to be the one winning the ball, and then Pogba is going to kind of be the one sort of getting forward. Yeah, kind of helping out. Now, the good thing, he's got quite good work rate. I was just having a look at Paul Pogba just to maybe see if we could have him as like a box-to-box midfielder. But yeah, I think I will just kind of use him in as like an advanced playmaker. So now that you've kind of like picked your team, obviously they've got such a good team, Juventus here. Yeah, got really, really good players. So I think this is going to be our strongest kind of like lineup. So I said I was going to put Chiellini in the middle just because he is, yeah, so really, really good leadership, good at tackling, brilliant work rate, good strength, stamina. Yeah, got the lot basically. So what I am going to do with Chiellini, I'm going to put him as a limited defender. And just have him on the defend role. Now, what I think he'll just be good kind of like sitting there, if you like. He is really, yeah, he's tall and strong and everything. So that's perfect for him. Now, we did see that, I'm probably going to pronounce this right. I'll just say Leonardo. Yeah, he's more of a ball playing midfielder. Ball playing defender. So I am actually going to use him in that role, just so that he can kind of like ping the ball off to like Pirlo and just, you know, make sure that he's getting the ball off to our kind of like midfielders here, like all these guys here. So obviously we do want to get the ball to Pirlo as quickly as we can. So he's going to be our deep line playmaker. Just having a look here. So because his legs are kind of going a little bit Pirlo, you know, he's still got good stamina. His tackling's not great, actually. I think I will just leave him as like in the more kind of like defensive deep line playmaker, just because, you know, because of his age, and you know, his kind of physical attributes are going a little bit here, so it's really important that we do kind of use him sort of sparingly. But yeah, I certainly do think that he should be, you know, really good in that defensive role. I'm just going to have a look at this. Oh, sorry. So I sorted him out, and yeah, the last kind of defender here. So yeah, he's just another central defender. Let's have a look. So his work rate's not fantastic, but he does have really, really good anticipation and decision making. Really good at tackling. I think as well, what I'll probably just do for that guy, yeah, I'm pretty happy just leaving him on a sort of central defender role. I did kind of think about maybe using him as like a stopper, or something like that, but his work rate's not kind of like too high. So yeah, if he kind of did have maybe work rate of like 14, 15, then I'd be a little bit more tempted maybe to use him as a stopper, so that, you know, he really was kind of, you know, putting his foot in, you know, just kind of winning the ball back for us. But I reckon, yeah, he's 33 as well, so yeah, I think that's absolutely fine for him. We've obviously got Asamoah. We are going to be using him as a wing back because that's going to be his best role. I am actually going to leave it on automatic because what I am going to do with this formation, I am actually going to use, I'm going to use the attacking mentality. We are going to score a lot of goals with this tactic. You know, we're really, really going to be making the most of these wing backs, which is going to be perfect for this sort of tactic. So yeah, he's really good at being a wing back as well, which is fine. So yeah, I think that pretty much, in terms of tactics and sort of positions, that's absolutely fine. So we'll just have a kind of like bit of a play around with this. So yeah, attacking mentality, I think, just so these guys can like bomb forward. We've got these four in like a kind of triangle of defensive kind of cover. These two just on support, so that, you know, the defense is not totally left at sea. I'm actually going to go for structured on the team shape because, okay, so what we need to have a look at here. So yeah, the players are expected to contribute to fewer phases of play. With this. So yeah, the central defenders are responsible for only the defensive phase. The fullbacks and more defensive midfielders are responsible for both defensive and transitional phases. Basically the wingers and attacking players are more responsible for the attacking phases. So perfect. We need these guys just to defend. These guys can push on forward, knowing that these guys are just solely concentrating on defending. We've got Pirlo, who's going to be pinging balls all over the shop. These two bombing on. We've got Tevez just doing whatever the hell he wants. Llorente just being our sort of like man up top on his own. Let's have a look at this. So I've mentioned it before. They're all proper kind of physical team, like massive, really, kind of physical team basically. So I'm certainly going to be closing down more. Player like Vidal, you just need him without being kind of like overly aggressive. You do need him to just get the ball back for you. I'm not going to bother too much with all this. I think it's going to be a good idea for us to retain possession. Good idea to pass into space as well, because we need to be given, you know, the movement of Tevez and Llorente. Pirlo has got the ability, and so Pogba and Vidal, like the whole team basically has got the ability to kind of like ping it around. Tevez is going to be brilliant at finding space. So yeah, I think that's going to be a good idea. We can release players like Tevez and Llorente, which is fine. Let's think. I think in a kind of roundabout way, it's probably good to exploit the flanks because we have got these two. Pogba's going to be getting forward. Tevez will just be floating around doing whatever the hell he likes. Llorente is going to be a focal point. I think with the size of Llorente being like 6'5", it's going to be a good idea to kind of like whip the crosses in. I'm just going to have a real quick look at his heading. Yeah, so that's definitely made up my mind about the type of crosses that we want to get across here. So yeah, whipped crosses is brilliant. We do kind of like want to keep the ball, but kind of like be clever with it. So I don't think it's good to go for direct. It's good to like kind of keep the ball and pass it into space, kind of, you know, use it wisely if you like. So our shape, yeah, I'm tempted with play wider, but I don't necessarily like that because I think it could kind of leave us a little bit exposed. So I think just kind of keeping it normal, if you like, is quite a good thing to do. Certainly don't want to be pushing up higher. Yeah, that's all absolutely fine. So I'd be pretty happy with this kind of setup here. So yeah, close down more, exploit the flanks, retain possession, pass into space, and yeah, just whip the cross A for the 6'5" beast, just to get his head on the end of the ball. Yeah, look at that anticipation, decision making, off the ball's pretty decent. Yeah, he's going to get so many like headed goals. It's just going to be unreal. So yeah, absolutely perfect. So yeah, I think that pretty much is all I really would suggest for this kind of Juventus tactic. So obviously, if you wanted to have a look at the player instructions as well, you could maybe set your fullbacks to like maybe cross more often. Whereas cross more often. Or probably what I do actually, cross aim target man, get shot of that. I'd also make this guy here cross to the target man. That's absolutely fine. So let's have a look at Pirlo really quickly. Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy just for him to do whatever. The centre backs, I want them to pass shorter. So I would set all of them. His is already going to be pass shorter as well. Let's have a look at this centre back. Yeah, pass shorter as well. So yeah, he can just do what he likes. Tevez just run around like wherever the hell he wants to run around, basically. So I'd tell him to roam from his position, because yeah, we just want Tevez to just go wherever he wants. Basically, he's off the ball's that good. Yeah, he can just do whatever he wants. So yeah, that's basically our tactic for Juventus. I hope you've liked this sort of tactics episode, guys. I've made loads and loads of tactics videos, so you can check them out. What you'll see on your screen at the moment is a kind of button to subscribe to my channel. So if you do want to see more videos like this, then please do hit that subscribe button. It really does help the channel. As well, hit the like button as well. And yeah, we'll be back very soon for some more tactics episodes. But yeah, thanks for watching this one.